Ja Power. B King. All right. Now, books you should have in your library. You see what I'm saying? Some of these, it's some of my favorite books. Uh, First one, Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man, Albert Churchworthy, introduced by John Henry Clark. Great book. I love it. I done read that shit several times. Got a lot of symbology in it if you want to learn about Freemasonry, ancient African religion. Great book to go get it. Now, book number 2 is The 48 Laws of Power, Robin Greene. You see what I'm saying? Which, teach a lot of lessons that you could use in your day-to-day life that's been proven to work throughout ancient history. And it teaches about different lessons that, happen with different regimes and kingdoms when they reign and how they move, or, different, uh, 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 people, important people, and how they got through different situations. So the 48 Laws of Power by Robin Greene is a great book. Now, book 3, and I'm going straight off the top of the head. We'll go Wallace Budge, Egyptian Religion. Now, it go right along with Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man, Signs and Symbols of Primordial Man, just like Egyptian Religion by Wallace Budge. Talk, very in depth about the African African ancient Egyptians or whatnot. And I have to specify that sometime, because they still out here showing all these Asian and European images as if they African or something. Like we can't tell, you know, uh, the great ancient Africans are Africans. Like our eyes can't see what they see. That's what the eye on the pyramid mean. Look, okay? Negroes need to know that too. So now, number 4 is Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James, which explains a lot of what I always talk about when I be talking about, how all these people done took pieces and parts of our religion or whatnot, like Walter Williams, Christ Before Christianity. You know what I'm saying? That's another one. You know what I'm saying? How they took all our religions and our signs and symbols and ascribed their meanings to them or whatnot, and stole them or whatnot and presented them to the world as they own, when in reality that's our shit. So, and that was book number 4, but I did also reference Walter Williams in that one, Christ Before Christianity, and also John G. Jackson book I want to reference. That's all in number 4. Uh, yeah, the Black Christ and shit. You see what I'm saying? Because it refers right to Walter Williams' work. You see what I'm saying? Both of them are almost the same type of scholars, though one came before the other. Now, number 5. Now, this book is one of actually my favorite books. You see what I'm saying? Because this book get a lot of clarity on the history of America. You see what I'm saying? The ancient history of America. And it is They Came Before Columbus. And it's a great book. Written by, you see what I'm saying, the great teacher Ivan Van Sertim. You see what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite works. And there's many things that I could say about. You see what I'm saying? And he did a very extensive study on the Americas or whatnot. And he talked about the black Olmecs and how, you see that they came from, ancient Egypt, and they came in from Nubia or whatnot. And he showed you the maps and he compared the faces and he go into the botany and the archaeology and the uh, 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 all different type of sciences, maritime science. He get into the wind currents. He get into all paleontology and all that. He get into all of that in that book, which is a very good book. Please go get it. These is books you must have in your library. So can't nobody lie to you. You see what I'm saying? The Olmecs are African, period. Y'all out here trying to talk about some we indigenous, but then I show the Olmec. But then I turn around and show a black man beside an Indian. You trying to confuse people, Negro. And I'm gonna get back to that. And they came before Columbus by the great grandmaster teacher Ivan Van Sertima. Crush that point that we not Aborigines or Indians. What's your plan, baby?
Mama's big TV. How are yours?
Okay, give me 2 minutes.
What's that? The emoji?
Yeah, an emoji.
Okay.
I'll be in a minute, baby, okay? Go watch your TV. Now, let me get back to this because I'm got the babies in here and I promised that, it's my birthday weekend that I wouldn't get on the internet. And hopefully she ready to go to bed. Now, read her bedtime story. Now, let's go to number 6. Now, number 6, and we'll do, 10 or 12 or whatnot. But number 6, man, like, y'all got to get into, the history, of what happened on the African continent. You see what I'm saying now? This book right here, I like to reference y'all. It's called The African Wretch. And it's written by Guy Seville, which is a European writer, but he got good chronology and he give a good history on the history of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And when, Hitler and, different, the British or whatnot was encroaching in Africa or whatnot, which he did a very extensive study. And you could tell, by the quality of the written work. Okay? Drop out. Now, number 7. Number 7 is, a good book for people that, love the esoteric world, that love the, history, that, that ain't just, the normal. They like to step outside the box. That don't mean that it ain't true. It just, got some mysticism on it. But it's called the Dream Encyclopedia. You see what I'm saying? It's written by James R. Lewis. And it's a good book. And it's in my library. All these books that I'm telling y'all about is in my library. And it's not conventional wisdom. And in that book, it talk about, it talk about every ancient culture in the world. And it talk about what dreams related to. You see what I'm saying? Like, it talk about in one instance, like, the Native Americans, they believe if, everybody had that dream when you falling in your dreams or whatnot. In Native American, mysteries or whatnot, that dream mean you need to visit a doctor. Don't necessarily mean you sick, but it do mean you need to visit a doctor. So that's a good book.
Oh.
All right. All right. Now, I want to go to number 7. Number 7, I'm going to take it deep, and I'm going to take you right where black people really need to be. Destruction of Black Civilization, because I'm grabbing these books out as we go. Destruction of Black Civilization, Chancellor Williams. And that's one of the books that I always reference. Cause these brothers was, you know, on the continent and they went and talked to the ancient people. And Chancellor Williams in that book said, you know, cause I just did a video, you know, about interracial dating, said uh the invaders, the Europeans and the Asians, when they invaded into North Africa, they made it with the women. But the children that was conceived will always fight with the father, the Europeans and the Asians, though they were mothers was African. And Chancellor Williams also said that the white Egyptians always, you know, wanted to enslave the black Egyptians, and they vowed to do it. And that's when I always be referencing Chancellor Williams when he say, you know, 4,000 miles away from the Nile Valley, all the tribes of Africa say that's their ancient homeland. Period. And that's where I get that from. So go get that book, Destruction of Black Civilization, Chancellor Williams. All right. Now, number 8. Number 8. Let's see where I want to go. And see, this when you got a good library, you got shit to pick from. And I don't just got books about, you know, Africa. I got all kind of books, Europeans and everything, history. You see what I'm saying? Because I try to make sure, you know, because, you know, your library, you know, you got to leave some literature for the children. You got to leave some literature for the children to go and read through. You see what I'm saying? They go and read through. All right. Now we'll go here. Number 8 is the Feta Nagast, which means the Law of the Kings. You see what I'm saying? Written by His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. You see what I'm saying? And they just, you know, talk about, you know, the history of Ethiopia and Christianity. You see what I'm saying? And how a king posed to run his monarchy. How, you know, how a monarchy run. You see what I'm saying? And these kings, you see what I'm saying? This is a book, you know, that's even done been took into, you know, into the British Isles and shit. You see what I'm saying? And then being, you know, applied into their kingdoms. And, you know, that's why they got lions and shit all on their flags and all on the seals of their country. They got lions and shit on. Lions come from Ethiopia, cuz. You see what I'm saying? Africans took that shit into Europe and Asia. Okay? So, we'll go to number 9. Let's see where I want to go. Because I'm grabbing these books off my shelf as I go. Let's see where we going to go now. Let's see where we go now. Because I want to, these is books you must have in your library, family, period. These are books you must have in your library. Now, this book is called The Greatest Comeback. It's written by Patrick J. Bronxenheim. And it's about Nixon, Richard Nixon and shit. And if you know, you need that study on Richard Nixon and shit. You see what I'm saying? Cause that's where a lot of those, you know, heavy laws and shit. You see what I'm saying? When it came to black people and the black struggle and shit, the Black Panthers and all that shit. This is who, you know, was rocking and shit. And you know, those type of books you need. You need to go into those books and get those, you know, and have those different views. You see what I'm saying? You need that. You see what I'm saying? You need that history. Don't just throw away European history. You need to know what the hell they was thinking and you know how all that shit rock. There a lot of times Europeans know black history better than black people. That's period. Because they got all the artifacts. They did this shit to you. Who gonna know who did the crime better than the criminal? Who gonna know who broke in somebody's house better than the burglar? Okay? So most of the time they know your history better than you do. They got more of your artifacts. They got them shits all in the museum. Your ass ain't done nothing yet. Period. Okay? Now, number 10. And we'll make this the last one. You see what I'm saying? And I come back to some more book lists that I got. Because I got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I got books, and not no list. I got all of these books I'm pulling right off my goddamn shelf. Okay? And I want a good one this time. I got books all through the damn house and boxes and shit. I had to blow a couple of them off and shit. Cause I restocked. Cause I need me a library. I need me a room where I could just put all my books and shit. You see, when put them all on the shelf or whatnot. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to look dead into that because I got to get them books about them boxes downstairs or whatnot. Okay. Now I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one for the sisters. Let's find one for the sisters. I'm gonna find one for the sisters. Let's see here. Cause the sisters need to get, you know what I'm saying, some knowledge too. Okay. So we'll go here. This a book I like that I read long time ago. You see what I'm saying? Which is a good book for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? That they are like. It's called, No Disrespect by Sister Soldier. And she talks about in this book her trips to Africa. You see what I'm saying? How she even came into being knowledgeable of her history, and you know what I'm saying? Cause she a rapper and shit. She got a voice. You see what I'm saying? She's still out here. You see what I'm saying? It's a good book for the sisters to get out here and read. That just period. That just period. You should get that book. No Disrespect by Sister Soldier. You see what I'm saying? Cause only a woman can give the one a one. I ain't gonna say only, but a woman can give a best. A woman gonna want to read a woman book. Period. Period. Because she gonna want to see it through another woman's eyes. And Sister Soldier is a good woman for you to hear that from. So if y'all like this video, y'all like, subscribe, share, and I do more of these because you need them books. Period. Period. And I seen a video of Bobby Hemmy, and he gave out he give out books all the time, but he gave out a book list, and I'm gonna post it for y'all. Okay? Got another video. See y'all in a minute. Drop out. Big King.